First off, excuse me for the mess behind me and if I scratch my nose. And then my voice, I still have really bad allergies at the moment, so yeah, you'll see me scratching my nose and my eyes are itchy as well. My nose, my throat's a little dry as well, so annoying, especially having anxiety. Anyways, making this video about the first time I had my anxiety panic attack. I was at Target while I was parking my car out of nowhere. I felt dizzy, lightheaded. I felt like I was in danger. I couldn't stay still for whatever reason. So my daughter was with me. I told her, "Can you please go inside and grab the stuff you need?" So she went in. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, she came out. I was fine. Drove to the mall. That's when I had my other panic attack. This time was a lot worse. I was walking towards the store that I wanted to go to. That I usually go to actually. I was there for I say about 2 minutes, maybe less. Then I felt even dizzier, lightheaded, had tunnel vision. I wasn't felt like I was in danger for whatever reason. I was really scared. Felt like I had to escape. So I told my daughter, "Let's go." So as we were leaving the store, going to the main mall, I started feeling even dizzier, lightheaded, and then so I just sat down on the floor. I didn't care if anyone was looking at me. They had people looking at me. Actually, not that many people were looking. So one lady was walking towards me. She was just looking at me, just sitting on the floor. I just pretend I was tying my shoelace. She seemed a little worried about me, but I didn't say anything. She didn't say anything about me. She looked like she knew I was having a panic attack, I guess, because from the corner of my eye, she was just staring at me, like really worried, but she didn't want to say anything. Maybe she knew what panic attacks were. But I got up, slowly walked away. I stayed as calm as possible because my heart wasn't racing anything. But I know if my heart was racing, it would have made it even worse because I would have been even dizzier than I was. I wasn't dizzy like this room was spinning. I was dizzy like everything's like the ground was moving. I was tilting. Towards the left, towards the right, like someone was pulling me. Anyway, I was extremely scared, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't cry or anything like that. I didn't run to the bathroom, I just needed to leave the mall. I didn't care if we find an exit and I wasn't parked anywhere near there, which I wasn't. As soon as I got out, I got some fresh air, I felt better. So, once I felt better, got in the car, drove off, and then I felt fine. To the next day, I believe, went to work. Actually, I was taking a shower in the morning. I work at night, so I took a shower in the morning. I felt dizzy, so I got the shower, which is understandable. Sometimes you do get dizzy taking a shower, especially when you take a hot to warm shower, which I usually do. And then I had the windows closed, so felt the hot. Plus, it was in spring. I don't know why I was taking a hot shower, but anyways. So I got the shower. I remained calm because I do usually feel a little wobbly in the shower, especially when it's hot shower. Got the shower, dried my hair, just let it dry. Went back to sleep. And then a couple hours later, I woke up, ate, went to work. I worked. Also, I worked for 10 minutes. Sat down on the computer, entered some data that I usually do. Started feeling dizzy. This time I was really dizzy. I feel like I was being pulled forward like that off the chair. So I was holding onto the chair, onto the desk, whatever I could hold on with one hand on the chair, the other hand on the desk. So I was really scared. I didn't know what was going on. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to cry because it was extremely scary, especially when you never felt that way. So when I was sitting down, I asked my coworker, "Can you grab me a cup of water?" So he did. I couldn't even drink it. I was like, my hand was like completely shaky. So I drank it. He was like, "What's wrong?" Well, he didn't say what's wrong. I told him I was just really dizzy. He was like, "Is your allergies really bad?" I was like, "Not really that bad that day, but like, did you eat?" I was like, "Yeah, I ate." But you know, I usually eat too much junk food now. I do regret it. So he's like, he he didn't really say anything after. He said, I'm just gonna sit by you, I'll stand in front of you. But I won't say anything because it seems like you're panicky. So I was like, thank you. And then 20 minutes later, it passed. The dizziness, and I was fine. And I didn't feel safe because I work at night by myself in that section. Now, there was one person in the office, but I wouldn't be able to see me anyway. So about 10:30 p.m. I went home. I was driving fine. So I was really nervous driving for a little bit, but I was like, I need to go home, so I didn't really care. Got home, told my girlfriend, she's like, everything okay? I was like, yeah. I don't know what was going on. So she said, go ahead and go lay down. She lay down next to me. I fell asleep. Next morning I was fine. Took a shower, bam, once again I felt dizzy again. Went to work. That same night, again, I felt dizzy as soon as I got into the narrow hallways. I felt so uneasy, I couldn't really think, couldn't do anything for some reason. But I stayed at work. And a couple of days later, it happened again at work. This time it was even worse. Nothing seemed real. Everything either seemed fake or too real. Like it's really too real. It's like when you look at something that's green, not really that bright green, but I don't know, it just turned really green, and everything behind it was fake. That's how I felt. So I was scared. I emailed my manager that I couldn't stand it. I was gonna take a month off in HR, and they're like, okay. So I came back to work a month after. Once again, I felt dizzy. Not really that dizzy, but I felt really strange, like nothing was real. And then all I can think about was that first day that happened to me at work, where I felt really dizzy, where I was feeling like I was falling forward, or like I was sliding. Someone was like pulling me to a slide, and even though nothing was happening. So I left again that day. I couldn't handle it. I was trying my best to overcome the fears, but I just couldn't handle it. Because I was, in my mind, I was like, what if it happens again at work? So I was really scared. I lost my job 2 weeks after that, which is understandable. I couldn't focus at work, no matter how hard I tried. So plus I was working by myself at night. But it had something to do with the bright lights at work. The ceiling is not that high, so the lights were kind of lower. There's a section that has too much lights. Some section was fine. Some section wasn't that bright. So it's like waking up with the sun in your face when you're half asleep. And then I don't know, it just got really bright. Like, whoa, what's going on? That's how I felt at work. So the bright lights made everything feel everything felt fake or too real. That's how I felt like at work. So I went home. I was scared when I was driving. I just wanted to get home. I was fine driving. Felt a little dizzy, but my mind wasn't on that. My mind was going home. So after that, I was getting like panic attacks at home too. So for a while, I didn't want to leave my own bedroom. Trying to leave my bedroom when I was feeling anxious, dizzy, was tough. Once I got near my room door trying to open it, I felt so scared. I didn't even want to go to the bathroom. I had to ask my daughter, can you get in front of me so I can hold on to you or something? She said, okay. So yeah, I was like that for like 2 months. And then, actually 3 months I should say. I still get it, but now I'm facing my fears more often. So when I feel dizzy now, I just I don't hold on to anything. I just go. I don't stay there like, oh, you're gonna fall. I don't think about it as much as I used to. There's still times that I struggle, but now I don't struggle as much. So I'm slowly learning how not to be so scared all the time. Not gonna lie, I'm still scared, but not as much. I'm being home myself right now for the fifth time maybe. It kind of makes me nervous a little bit, but if I think about it too much, it will just make me scared. So that's why I feel safer talking to the camera. Right now, it feels like I'm talking to someone, even though I was just talking to myself. It actually does help me feel better. Lately, my anxiety been going up, and then once it goes up, I'll just not worry about it as much. I try my best not to worry about it, and then I'll just I'll just let it happen, even though I don't really try to stop it. I just while it happens, I'm just talking right now. Like right now, my heart's beating fast, so I'm not letting it get to me, because once I do, I know I'm just gonna get scared. So yeah, that's my first. So after that, I've been getting them at home. Didn't matter if I was in my bedroom, laying down, or just happened out of nowhere. I don't get 8 hours of sleep. I'll wake up every hour or two. Like last night, I fell asleep around 9 something, and I woke up an hour and a half later. Then go back to sleep until like 2 hours later. So it sucks. I've noticed I've been using the bathroom a lot more often too. So the more nervous, scared I get, the more I have to use the bathroom. So which sucks, because I wake up in the middle of the night having used the bathroom. So I used to keep my room door closed, my curtains closed, so not allowing too much light and noise gets to me. I used to wear headphones a lot too, to block out noise, because they do trigger my attacks, because it gives me a headache for whatever reason. And now I haven't been wearing headphones or earbuds as much. Only when I'm listening to like relaxing music and I don't want to be bothered. So when I'm trying to fall asleep, it actually helps, but sometimes I don't. So I'm trying to learn to be myself again. I know I'm myself, but trying to be back as normal as possible. I don't take meds. I'm actually scared of meds. So yeah. So before, I wouldn't want to leave my bedroom, go to the kitchen, the living room, family room, whatever. I avoided people in my own family sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, because the derealization kicks in, and when I look at them and I look at myself, I don't even recognize anybody. So I couldn't focus. I couldn't even look at people in the eyes. When I do, I get all scared and nervous. Like, who is this? Even though I know who they are, but I don't know what's going on. So yeah. So I'm trying to focus on making more eye contact with my own family, which sucks that you can't even do it to your own family. So they look like stranger. I look like a stranger to myself, to be honest with you. But I find out splashing cool to cold water in your face, rinsing your face, focusing on the cold water or whatever helps, because you're telling your mind that I can feel this, I can feel that. If you're looking at your hands, like, well, whose hand is this? You're just gonna make it worse. So don't just look at your hands like, who is this? Look at your hands and tell yourself, this is my hand, or whatever. Let your brain know that you know it's your hands, your feet, your eyes, your ears, whatever. So that actually helps. So yeah, so I do leave my house more often now. If you're like me and then you can't really even open the front door, what I learned is that don't force yourself. You force yourself, you're thinking about what's going to happen. If you just go open the door, just walk right out. Even though you just take one step at a day, take baby steps, it helps. Find someone that you can trust, that makes you feel comfortable. Have that person help you if you need. For me, I try to do it by myself. So yeah, do that. If you can't leave your house, open your front door. You're struggling with that, just open the door, take a seat, sit down, hold onto the chair, have somebody there that makes you feel comfortable. Listen to like relaxing music. Just look out the door, even though it's a minute or two, and then once you feel panicky, just go ahead and close the door. And then try it again. Calm down if you can. If you don't feel panicky, just stay there as long as you can. Take a picture, video of yourself doing it. Even though You wish you can go out, but be proud of that moment that you actually opened the door. You can try 100 times and you never actually left the room or the house or opened the door, but you can remember that one time that you actually did it. Look back at that one time and be proud that you actually did it. Once you're proud of that time that you actually did it, then you, instead of that 100 times that you couldn't do it, just remember there's always that one time that you actually did it compared to those other 100 times that you didn't do it. It actually helps. So I always look back when I'm having a bad day that I know I did it. Like when around noon, on lunchtime, I do get panic attacks. That's why you do see me like scratching my head. I'm breathing hard or whatever, but you know, I'm not going to let it get to me. So if I do, there's no one home right now anyway, so I'm not going to, usually when I have it, I stay calm. I try to stay, it's hard to stay calm, I'm not going to lie. I look calm now because I've tried my best not to think about it, even though I'm talking about it, but I'm doing this to let everyone else know that it's not easy. I know I had it for a little bit over 3 months and not being able to like leave the house, it's a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nightmare. But once you can try to leave your house, taking baby steps, have someone that can help you, that you can trust, is easier. And once you can take more steps and you feel like you can do it yourself, do it yourself. That person can be home, like, you know, in their bedroom, like, you know, with the door open, not looking at you, but listen to you if you need help. So you just act like that person is not there, even though that person is there. Just know that you can do it. Take a little baby stuff like I did. I mean, somewhere in June, or July, I forgot, I actually had no symptoms. My anxiety was gone for like 4 days. So I actually left my house, went on my bicycle, rode around the neighbors, around like 2-3 blocks around, like 10-15 minutes in the morning and night, and I was feeling fine. Nothing. Wasn't dizzy, nothing. Then it came back. When it came back, it hit me even harder. So I got scared. I didn't even want to leave my own bedroom that time. So every time I got near my bedroom door trying to open it, I would start feeling nervous, dizzy. I was like, forget it, I'm not going to use the bathroom. I have to ask my daughter, can you help me out? Can you get in front of me so I can hold your back so I don't fall off? My girlfriend, something like, you know, I was scared. I'm not going to lie. It's a scary thought that then you're going to fall. I'm using the bathroom, taking a shower, whatever. I was struggling. Laying down, I feel like I was being pulled off my bed. Like I was sliding off my bed. Sitting down, feel like I was being pushed to the sides. If there was nothing towards me, feel like I was falling either forward, backwards, or the side. I don't get that spinning sensation like some of you guys do. But I feel like everything's like tilting like this way or that way. That's how I used to feel. But it's not as bad now because I don't want from it. I just sit still. So yeah, that was my first experience, my second, and so on. But now when I leave the house, sometimes I can't leave. I'm not gonna lie, but I do leave more often than I did for the past 3 days. About a month ago, I would say, my girlfriend, my daughter, and I went for a drive. My girlfriend drove for like half an hour each way. The farther I got from the house, the dizzier, the symptoms started kicking in. My stomach was upset butterflies, and I told her, I was like, I want to tell her after around like 3 blocks, let's go back, but I didn't. So I kept pushing forward. The farther I got home, the more nervous I got. I couldn't stay still because I just remember the first day that happened. Not at work, but at Target, because we drove by a different Target that's closer to my house, not the one that happened. So I had that picture in my mind. Maybe if we didn't drive by that Target, I would have been fine. Who knows? But I couldn't look at people when I ask people next to me, but I forced myself to do it, and then I just looked. I kept looking at random stuff. I couldn't keep my eyes from looking left, right, whatever. So I was just feeling so uneasy. So as soon as we got home, got in the car, I went back to my room and just I was happy that I actually got out the house, drove for like half an hour or longer. But so I was really annoyed that I couldn't drive by myself, even though my girlfriend was the one driving. I'm not gonna lie, I was upset, but I was upset, but I was happy that I did it at the same time. So I was feeling really nervous, even though I got inside the house. I couldn't stay still. I was laying down. So every day I would ask my daughter, "Can you stay in the room with me for like 15 minutes, 2-3 times in a night for like 45 minutes till I fall asleep?" Because she was there when it happened to me, so she was my safe person, you can say. But yeah, after that, after the last time I left my house for that drive, I didn't leave my house for about a month, a little bit over a month, I would say. So I started leaving the house again. As you can see in my other video, I didn't go for a drive or whatever. I either go in my backyard. Before, I couldn't even go in my backyard, I'm not gonna lie. Could barely even leave my room because I avoided the family room, living room, kitchen and stuff. So I left, going to the backyard, 5 minutes or less, and every day I would try to stay out longer or whatever, and it helps. Then I was like, okay, because I used to always stand by my bedroom window looking out. So this time I told myself, go outside, look inside. So I looked inside and I was happy. Even though I couldn't like go to the, then a couple hours later I was like, you know what? I need to go in the front of the house. So I stood by the door. I opened it. I didn't think. I just opened it, walked out, sit on the bench that's outside, breathe. Did some breathing exercise to relax. Listen to relaxing music helps calm down my mind. So I listened to it. Then got up and just walked around the driveway. Slowly walked towards my neighbor's house. Like come back, go the other way to my other neighbor's house, come back, and then I slowly walk. Every time I feel more relaxed, I'll go take another step farther and farther. And slowly I feel more comfortable. I didn't go too far, maybe the farthest I got was like 4 houses, but I record myself, as you can see in my other videos, so it actually helps me feel more comfortable. When I know I couldn't do it, I look back at those videos and remind myself and my anxiety, hey, I did it. Don't try to trick me into thinking I can't do it. So yeah, so when you feel like you can't do it, take baby steps. Have someone there that you feel comfortable with. If you don't have anyone, you have a pet dog or something, have the dog with you. Listen to relaxing music, whatever makes you feel more relaxed. And the more you relax you are, the easier. And then one day when you feel like you don't need that relaxing music, like sometimes I do without listening to music. I have my earbuds on, but I don't play anything. I just pretend I am, and then that's it. So yeah, I'm feeling better now, but then of course you know how that goes. It comes and it goes. We never know. I don't take meds or anything. I do wish that we all, not just me, but every one of us that have this will wake up one day and be fully cured with it, even though we, if not, just take some symptoms away. If we can take 1 or 2, 3, whatever of our worst symptoms to make it easier on us, that would be good too. I don't care if it's not me, if it's somebody else that's been suffering longer, then hey, I'll be happy that someone feels better, without having to take meds or whatever. As long as somebody feels better about themselves, I'll be happy too, because it's all about positivities, not that negative stuff that goes to our mind. Even though we're not trying to think negative, but it always seems to pop up for no reason. So yeah, just take baby steps. No, especially those of you that live on your own. I know it's hard because even when I'm home by myself, this is probably my fifth time or so being home by myself. So I'm slowly getting used to it. Before I would just like when they leave, I'm like, please don't tell me that you're leaving. Just go. Make sure I'm sleeping. Just go. You know, don't tell me you're leaving. If you tell me once, it's fine, but don't keep saying I'm going, because the more they say it, the more nervous I get. You know, just say it once. That's how it is. And for those of you that don't have it, anxiety, you want to help someone that has it, don't ever say anything negative towards that person. Be there for them. When they have it, just hold their hands if they want you to. Stand there. Don't say anything. By saying something like, calm down. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, you just want attention, stuff like that. Snap out of it. If we could snap out of it, we would have. Just be there. That's all you can do. Just be there. Be positive. Be that person's. Be that person's best friend. Even though you're not that person's best friend, you can be a family member, whatever. Don't be a negative person. Be positive. Help them in any way you can. Because I know it sucks that when you have nobody, they can understand what you're going to do, even though they think they do, but they truly don't.